Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you a new project. This will be the 1982 season single elimination tournament. 1982 brought a new ballpark in the Major League Baseball, that is the Metrodome in Minneapolis. A place known by many names, the Homer Dome, because it had short field dimensions, the Gladbach Dome, for the giant black plastic covering the wall behind right field. The artificial turf there was not great. Billy Martin once protested a game there because of the unnatural bouncy hops the ball was taking. Metrodome was designed by Skidmore, Owens, and Merrill, the same people who gave Chicago the Sears Tower. But for all its ugliness and criticisms, Metrodome did get the Twins out of the cold and gave the Twins the ability to attract $3 million in home attendance, the first American League facility to do that. Twins played in the Metrodome from 1982 to 2009. They left not a moment too soon as the roof collapsed the next season. Today we are in the Metrodome for the Seattle Mariners, led by Richie Zisk and Bruce Bhakti. We take on the Minnesota Twins, led by Kent Hrbek. It's a new project, a new tournament. Here are the starting lineups for today's game. For the Seattle Mariners, Julio Cruz will lead off and play second base. Manny Castillo's at third base, Bruce Bhakti at first. Cleanup hitter is Richie Zisk. He's playing designated hitter. Al Cowens is the right fielder. Dave Henderson is the center fielder. Todd Cruz at shortstop. Joe Simpson in left field, and Rick Sweet the catcher. Floyd Bannister is the pitcher. Grade B pitcher, X and Z modifier. For the Minnesota Twins, Bobby Mitchell will lead off and play center field. Ron Washington is the shortstop. Kent Hrbek at first base. Tom Brunansky bats fourth and plays right field. Randy Johnson's the DH. G-Man Gaetti is the third baseman. Gary Ward is in left field. Tim Laudner the catcher, and the pitcher is, John Castino bats ninth at second base. And Bobby Castillo is the pitcher. He's a grade B pitcher with a Y modifier. We are playing basic Apba using the 2011 book, and I give it's going to be basic base stealing. I give the catchers a chance to throw out the base runners. All right, we're ready. Let's play ball. Julio Cruz steps into the box for the Mariners, 5'9", second baseman. We'll read the blue die first, red die second. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Mitchell is under it, and Bobby Mitchell puts it away, one away. Manny Castillo, the third baseman. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls. Castillo tosses aside the bet and runs to first base. I have the Twins up in the wrong disc out there. Twins are up the bat, or out in the field. Here is Castillo taking first base, and now Bruce Bhakti. Always thought Bruce Bhakti was a solid ball player. He's a good defender and also a dependable hitter. Here's the pitch to Bruce Bhakti. 6-1 is a not dependable here, though. It's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Ron Washington flips to the second baseman, Castino, over to first, Hrbek. It's a 6-4-3 inning double play. We go to the bottom of the first. No score, and the Twins coming to bat. Floyd Bannister completes his warm-up tosses. He pitched to a 3.43 earned run average in 1982. Bobby Mitchell steps into the box for the Twins. 6-6 rolls a hit column roll for Bobby Mitchell, and 23 is a leadoff double. Twins have Mitchell in scoring position with nobody out. It brings up the shortstop, Ron Washington, who started that 6-4-3 double play. Here's the pitch to Washington. 35 is a single over second base. And that's going to be an RBI signal as Mitchell scores. Minnesota's up 1-0 right away. Here is Kent Hrbek. 22-year-old Hrbek hit .301 with 22 home runs in 1982. Here's the pitch to Hrbek. 25 is a ground ball to third base. Manny Castillo throws out Hrbek. Washington goes to second, one away, and a chance for Twins to score again as man's in scoring position. Tom Bernansky. 53 is a 15 fielding column 2. That's going to be an error on the left fielder, Joe Simpson, and that will allow a run to score. So Bernansky's at first on the error. No RBI awarded on the play, but it's now 2-0 Minnesota in the first. Here's the DH, Randy Johnson. Ground ball to the first baseman, Bruce Bochy. He throws to second to get the runner out who was at first. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. Slow runner at first. We will play it safe with all the slow runners unless I say otherwise. Gary Gaetti. 31 is going to be a 2 balls and no strikes count. Always liked Gary Gaetti. He had a problem. He started off great with the Twins. He tailed off, and then he was traded to California, and he had 2 really bad years in California, and I think it was an eye problem. He switched glasses, or his prescription, before the season and just never really recovered, but he got it all straight away by the time he was traded to the Royals. And in 1995, he had 36 home runs for the Royals, and that set a team record. There's the pitch to Gaetti with 2 balls and no strikes. 42 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, but a big inning for the Twins. They score twice, and we go to the top of the second. Minnesota 2, Seattle 0. All right, Bobby Castillo returns to the mound. He's got Richie Zisk, Al Callens, and Dave Henderson to face in the second inning. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Gary Ward pats the glove and makes the catch. 1 away. Here is Al Callens. 64 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 quick outs. Now Dave Henderson. 5-2 is a ball hit on the ground to the third baseman, Gary Gaetti, to throw to first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the second. Twins 2 and the Mariners 0. Floyd Bannister pitching for the Mariners today. He was a product of the Arizona State University baseball program, and he was the College Player of the Year in 1976. Came out of a very powerful college baseball program. Here's Gary Ward leading off the bottom of the second for the Twins. 36 is a base on balls. Twins have got the leadoff runner on both innings. Here is catcher Tim Laudner. Easy ground ball to the shortstop, Todd Cruz, but he bobbles it. That's going to be an error. Ward goes to third. Twins have no outs and runners on the corners. John Castino. .35 is a 36. Ball 1. 43 is a 29. The play result has an X, and Bannister has the X strikeout modifier, so Castino goes back to the dugout. A strikeout victim caught looking. Back to the top of the order, and Bobby Mitchell, by the way, the Mariners are playing the infield back. 6-6 roll, that's an extra base hit roll for Mitchell, most likely. 45 is a double. Ball driven deep to center field. One hopped off the wall. Both runners will score. And Bobby Mitchell has 2 doubles in the game and now 2 RBIs. Twins are up 4-0. Ron Washington. 6-2 is a 26. Fielding column 2. Bouncer to second base. And that sends Mitchell to third. Plays at first. There's 2 outs. Ken Herbeck. Rolled out to third his first time up. Here's the pitch to Herbeck. 1-4. Is a fly ball to left field. Joe Simpson is under it and makes the catch. 3 outs. But Minnesota's defense, or Seattle's defense, has let them down. They have two errors in the first 2 innings, and 2 more score for the Twins. It's now Minnesota 4 and Seattle nothing. Todd Cruz leads off for the Mariners. 45. That's going to be a base on balls. Second walk surrendered by Bobo Castillo.
Here are some results.
All right, I have a new phone in the background. I was apparently listening to me talk about Bobo Castillo, so it brought up a page on Castillo. I have to turn that phone off. Here is Cruz is at first. Joe Simpson's the batter. Simpson smacks a base hit to left field. That sends Cruz to third. Unless he's slow. I don't think he is. He's not. And Simpson can steal on the next pitch. The catcher is a 7. So his chance to throw out the runner is 11 through 16. He's going to take that chance. Here's the throw. Safe. Stolen base for Joe Simpson. Mariners have second and third. No outs. Here is Rick Sweet. Infield's going to play back. 6-2 is the roll. 29. Okay, ground ball to the pitcher. That's going to freeze the runners. Throw to first, 1 out. Top of the order, and Julio Cruz. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Cruz. And 3-3 is a drive. It could be, the little guy has taken advantage of the Homer Dome. It's a 3-run home run for Julio Cruz, pulling the Mariners to within 1. Minnesota 4, Seattle 3. Brings up Manny Castillo. Another walk. Castillo has walked for the second time. Third walk given up by Bobo Castillo. Here's Bruce Bhakti. (3-2) is a 12. That's going to be a around the horn 5-4-3. Nope, take out the 3. It's just 5-4. Wasn't in time at first. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. And here is Richie Zisk. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a 2-run homer. And boy, the little things in baseball, just beating out that double play, kept the inning alive, and now the Mariners are up 5-4. Kyle Cowan's base is clear with 2 outs. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. But 8 men come to bat in the 3rd inning for Seattle, and they score 5 times on 1, 2, 3 hits, 2 homers. Seattle 5 and Minnesota 4. Not sure either pitcher is going to be with us a long time in this game, but Floyd Bannister is back out on the mound. Again, he's a BXZ pitcher. Here is Tom Brunansky. 1-2 is a 25. Ground ball to second base, or X. He's got the X, so that's a strikeout for Brunansky. 1 out. Randy Johnson, the designated hitter. 56 is a easy pop-up to shortstop. Todd Cruz calls for it and makes the catch. 2 down. Here is Gary Gaetti. That's a pop-up to the catcher. Play made by Rick Sweet. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 4th. Seattle 5 and Minnesota 4. Minnesota will go out to the bullpen for the 4th inning. They're going to bring in Pete Redfern, grade Z pitcher, or grade D pitcher with no modifiers. Dave Henderson leads off for the Seattle Mariners, now up by a run. They were down by 4. Dave Henderson hit .253 with 14 home runs in 1982. 61 is a 40 fouled out of play. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Todd Cruz, the shortstop. 3-1 is a 39. That's going to be taken for strike 1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Ron Washington throws across the diamond. 2 outs. Joe Allen Simpson. 46 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Seattle 5 and Minnesota 1 or 4. Gary Ward will lead off for the Twins. 65 is a pop up to the catcher. 1 down. Catcher Tim Laudner for 6 is a strikeout. After Mitchell's double, Bannister has made it through the lineup with 7 straight outs. Here's John Castino, 22. That's going to end the streak. I just jinxed him. That's going to be a line drive over the head of the second baseman. So Twins have a man on first with 2 outs and Bobby Mitchell. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a hit column roll for Bobby Mitchell. 36 is a smash into the left center field gap. He'll easily stroll into second base with an RBI double, and that is Bobby Mitchell's 3rd straight double of the game, and the Twins are tied now with Seattle 5-5. Ron Washington. Strikeout. We go to the top of the 5th. Seattle 5 and Minnesota 5. All right, Redford's on for his 2nd inning of work. He had 2 strikeouts and a ground out in his 1st inning. He pitched. Rick Sweet, the catcher, steps in. 1-3 is a base on balls. Never good to walk the 9th place in the order. No outs, runner on first. He has slow speed, so you'll be playing it safe on the bases. Here is Julio Cruz, who's flied out the center and muscled up and homered in this game. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Manny Castillo. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. He gets the force at second. Player's not in time at first. Fielder's choice, 2 outs. Bruce Bhakti. It's ground out to third, 5-3. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Game's tied. All right, Brian Clark is warming up in the Seattle bullpen, but Floyd Bannister comes out to pitch the bottom of the 5th inning. Kent Hrbek will lead off for Minnesota. 6-6 rolls the drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. Twins take a 6-5 lead on the long one from Hrbek. That'll do it for Floyd Bannister. So Bannister goes 4 complete innings, and some of the runs were unearned. The 2 runs in the first inning were unearned. One of the runs in the second was unearned. So 4 innings, 2 earned runs, or maybe 3. Let's see. Yeah, it's 3 earned runs, 4 innings, 3 earned runs. The new pitcher is going to be Brian Clark. He will be using his relief rating grade B Y modifier. Here's Tom Bernansky. 4-4 is a 8 against a B. That ball's well hit, but right at the center fielder, Dave Henderson. And the ball's caught. One away. Randy Johnson, the designated hitter. 55 is another fly out to center, 2 outs. Gary Gaetti. 21's a fly out to the left. Twins take the lead on the home run by Kent Hrbek. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Minnesota 6, Seattle 5. All right, Richie Sisk leads off the 6th inning for Seattle. Came up with a Pittsburgh Pirate organization, was strong from his very first season. Just a solid player. He had his best year was in 1977 when he had 30 homers for the White Sox. And in 77, he made a conscious effort to not pull the ball so much, but to hit the ball off field. Pete Redfern's on the mound for the Twins. Again, he's a D pitcher, no modifiers. 5-2 is a 27. That's a bouncer to third base. He nabs it, throws to first. 1 out. This is 1 for 3 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Here is Al Cowens. Base on balls for Al Cowens. And the walk has been a problem for Twins pitching in this game. They have walked now 5 batters. Dave Henderson takes his place in the batter's box. 51 is a 9. That's going to be a blooper to shallow center field, just out of the reach of the shortstop. Al Cowens, the runner at first, will stop at second. So we have first and second. 1 down. Todd Cruz. On 3 is a 23. Minnesota's fielding column 2. That pitch is ball 4. Or Minnesota's clearly unhappy with the strike zone, and Tim Laudner is arguing with the umpire, and he is going to be ejected from the game. We got to get a new catcher for the Twins. The new Minnesota backstop is Sal Butera. Seattle has the bases loaded. Joe Simpson turned to bat. He is 1 for 2. And Minnesota will play the infield in. Here's the pitch to Joe Simpson from Pete Redfern. 21 is a fly ball to very shallow left field, and that is caught by Pete Ward. Runners have to hold. There's 2 outs. Now the catcher, Rick Sweet, the 9th place hitter. 3-6 is a 33 that's going to be popped up on the infield. Calling for it is the first baseman, Bruce Kent Herbeck. He makes the catch, and that's the end of the threat. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Minnesota protects their 1-run lead, 6-5. For the last of the 6th inning, Gary Ward will lead off for Minnesota. He'll be followed by Sal Butera and John Castino. Brian Clark is in his fatigue inning as a rated reliever. He is working now in his 2nd inning. There's a pitch to Gary Ward. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop, Todd Cruz. Throw to first. 1 out. Here's Sal Butera. 5-6 is a pop-out or Y. Brian Clark has the Y. That's a strikeout. 2 outs. And now John Castino. Base on balls. 2-out walk. Top of the order. And here's Bobby Mitchell, who has doubled 3 times in this game and driven in 3 runs from the leadoff spot. Four six is a fly ball to right field. That's going to be catchable. Al Cowens is under it and makes the grab. We go to the top of the 7th. Minnesota 6 and Seattle 5. All right, Pete Redford returns to the mound for the Twins, and he has been very effective in his relief appearance here today, giving the Twins 3 innings of scoreless relief. Here's the pitch to Julio Cruz. 3-2 is a ground ball to third base. 1 away. Manny Castillo from the Dominican Republic. He gets a walk. I think the Twins are going to stop arguing balls and strikes. They'll just have to deal with it. Here's the pitch to Bruce Bhakti. 5-5 is a single to center field. Castillo goes to second, and the potential tying runs at second. Go ahead run at first. Richie Zisk, a .292 hitter with 21 home runs in 1982. Big moment for the Mariners. 65 is popped out to the catcher. 2 outs. It's going to be up to Al Cowens. And one of the great afros, I think, of the late 70s. Here, 25 is a 8 against a D. That's going to be a single over shortstop. The runner at second will score the tying run. Other goes to third, and a big hit for Al Cowens gets this game even. Runners on the corners. Dave Henderson. For 2 is a strikeout. But the Mariners get the game even at 6-6. Ron Washington will lead off for the Twins in the bottom of the 7th inning. He is the guy who managed the Texas Rangers to the 2011 and 2010 World Series. He is one of only 3 Major League players to graduate from the Kansas City Royals Academy. That was started by Ewing Kauffman, Ron Washington, U.L. Washington, and Frank White are the only 3 attendees of Royals Academy that made it to the Major Leagues. Here's the pitch to Ron Washington. 4-5 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first. Ken Herbeck. 3-1 is a 9. That's going to be a ball chopped off of the plate. High bounce. There's not going to be any play. It's going to be an infield single for Ken Herbeck, first and second. and that will trigger the tired point for Brian Clark. He becomes a C pitcher. Tom Bernansky, right-handed batter, timeout. All right, there's a new pitcher now for Seattle. It's going to be Ed Vandenberg, grade A pitcher with the X modifier. He's got men on first and second, nobody out. And Tom Bernansky in the box. Here's the pitch. 4-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bernansky is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Here is the DH, Randy Johnson. There's a drive by Randy Johnson. It might be, it could be, it is out of here a 3-run home run. And the Twins take a 9-6 lead here in the 7th inning. Randy Johnson clears the bases. That was Randall Stewart Johnson, not the pitcher Randy Johnson, but the DH for Minnesota. Here is Gary Gaetti. Base is clear. 26. Chopper to Julio Cruz. Barely has to move. He's got it. Throws to first. 2 outs. Gary Ward. 5-6 is a pop-up to the shortstop. 3 outs. But on the 3-run home runs by Randy Johnson, the Minnesota Twins take a 9-6 lead into the 8th inning. All right, Pete Redfern comes back out for his 5th inning of work. He's a rated starter, so he can go 7 innings before his point of fatigue kicks in, home rules. Redford will have Todd Cruz, Joe Simpson, and Rick Sweet, the bottom of the Mariners order in the 8th. 51 is a base hit for Cruz. Here's Joe Simpson. 2-3 is a 26. Batter is going to be safe on the field of choice. Play goes to second base. 1 down. Simpson's a fast runner at first. Rick Sweet. 4-4 is a single to left field. Simpson goes to third. Men are on the corners. Timeout. All right, the Twins are going to pull the plug on Pete Redford. He did really well, but he's got men on the corners with 1 out, and a new pitcher, Ronald the Vulture Davis, will be called on to pitch in this jam. He is going to be a grade B pitcher, X modifier for the first batter for same-sidedness. Then he goes to grade C. Infield is going to play Beck. Here's the pitch to Ron Davis. Ron Davis is pitched to Julio Cruz. 3-5 is a 36. That's going to be an uncontested steal of second base. Oh, no, it's not, because Sweet is slow. Pretty sure. Yeah, he's going to hold first. Ball 1. 25 is a 20, or is a 10. Base hit over second. Run scores. First and second now, Seattle. Cruz is 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. 9-7. That run is charged to Pete Redfern. Here's Manny Castillo. 25 is a 8 against a C. That's going to be a single over short. That scores nobody as Sweet as slow. He stops third. Bases are loaded. All right, there are Mariners all over the place. Can Bruce Buckty put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch from Ron Davis. Infield's playing back. 24 is a swing and a miss. A key strikeout for Ron Davis. That's 2 outs. Richie Zisk. Here's the delivery from Davis. 56 is 34. That's going to be a pop-up to shallow left field. That'll get Davis and the Twins out of the inning. 1 run scores. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-7 Minnesota. Sal Butera leads off for the Twins. 36 is a base on balls. Butera is slow. They'll play it safe. Nice place hitter is John Castino. Swings the bat from the right side. Here's the pitch from Vanderberg. 25 is a 9 against an A pitcher. That's going to be a single, an infield hit. And Vanderberg has 2 bad things now in his fatigue inning. Bobby Mitchell. He has been a doubles machine. 3 for 4, 3 doubles. 65 is going to be popped out to the catcher. 1 away. Ron Washington. He has been on base twice with a single and also walked. 1-3 is a 39. Hard hit ground ball to Castillo at third. He's got it, steps on third, throws across, the long throw, double play. Ending the inning. 5 and 5-3. Go to the top of the 9th. Twins 9, Seattle Mariners 7. All right, the Twins don't want to burn up their closer in the first game of this tournament. So they're going to bring on Jack O'Connor to try to close out this game. He's a grade D pitcher with no modifiers. His task will be Al Cowens, Dave Henderson, and Todd Cruz. Mariners are 2 runs down. Here's the pitch to Al Cowens. 4-4 is going to be a leadoff single for Cowens. Gets the potential tying run to the plate. And Cowens is fast at first. Dave Henderson. 25 is a 9. That's going to be a infield single for Henderson. First and second, Todd Cruz. Strikeout. All right, Twins fans exhale a little bit. There's 1 down. Here is Joe Simpson. 1 for 4 on the day. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Camping under it is Gary Ward. He makes the catch. 2 outs. It's going to be up to catcher Rick Sweet. Maybe. All right, the Mariners are going to send up catcher Jim Essien. He hits about 20 points higher than Sweet. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Bobby Mitchell is under it and makes the catch. That's the final out of the ball game. The final score. Minnesota Twins win Game 1 of the tournament 9-7. We'll be back with a wrap-up. All the Seattle Mariners hit safely in this game, but that was not enough to overcome the 2 early costly errors, and they dropped the game 9-7 to Minnesota. Seattle scored 7 runs on 12 hits, and they committed 2 errors. The Twins scored 9 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher was Pete Redfern, who goes 4 1/3 innings, gives up 2 runs. The losing pitcher was Brian Clark, and Jack O'Connor got the save for Minnesota. Our star of the game today is Bobby Mitchell. Bobby Mitchell was an alumni of the 1967 Little League World Series for Northridge, California. And he's long after his career. He only played 3 years in the major leagues, 80 83, I believe. But he was a longtime minor league coach and manager, and he is very successful at that with a 529 win-loss record as a minor league manager. Tomorrow we'll jump over to the National League and bring to you the Chicago Cubs at San Francisco Giants game. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you'll enjoy this 1982 single elimination sudden death tournament. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and God bless.